Good day, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Well, I hope everyone is doing well today. So, who am I, and what am I doing here, and why are you watching me? Well, this is the Council on Aging, and I come to you every week. I started this back in March or so because we were in a world full of gloom and doom, and I wanted to be encouraging because no matter what the circumstances, there are always good things happening. And I wanted to encourage, particularly our seniors, that have faith, hang in there, we're going to be there for you. So I'm going to continue to encourage and uplift you and give you great words of wisdom. But today I wanted to talk about that place right there, Council on Aging. So, I find that a very curious name. I've been here for 5 years, and that was the first time I've ever even heard the word Council on Aging. I kind of thought, now go back with me, those who are older, the Flintstones. Remember when Fred Flintstone they used to be they'd go to their meeting with the Grand Poobah and they'd have those big buffalo hats on, and it was like the council. And so I thought the Council on Aging was like this place where if you were aging and had an aging, like a court kind of thing, where you would go before a bunch of people and say, "Hey, I've got this aging problem." I really, yeah, I'm joking, but I'm kind of serious. I didn't know what a council on aging was. So I'm assuming there might be a few people out there that are like me, but since most of you are probably way smarter than me, so I'm just probably talking to just a few. But let me explain a little bit about really what a council on aging is and who we are. And each week, maybe for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take a segment of what we do and kind of explain a little bit more about it. So maybe it makes a little bit more sense. So when we talk about the Council on Aging, now officially our name is the Pitt County Council on Aging. So when I came here, when I was reaching into the community to find out, what do you guys know about us, and how are we, and who are we, and I'm telling you, overwhelmingly, the amount of people that I come across thought we were a county agency and part of Pitt County because that's part of our name. So one of the things that is myth number one is we have nothing to do with the county. We're not part of the county. We're a nonprofit. We're a 501c3. So what that means is we're just like your church. We're like the Red Cross. We're like Easter Seals. We're just a nonprofit. However, don't be fooled by that name. A lot of times people who say, well, nonprofits, they're poor, they're this. We're, we're businesses just like any other business. The only difference is we don't make money, we put the money back into the community. But see, nonprofits also can be a little bit confusing and misleading as well. So one thing you can do is you can go to irs.gov and look at nonprofits, and we file tax reports just like everyone else. There's 990s and all kinds of different tax forms. But one of the interesting things that I always encourage people to do is if you have a dollar bill, yeah, I'd show you one, but I don't have a dollar bill. But if you had a dollar bill and you give it to a nonprofit, and this includes your church or anyone else, how much of that dollar actually goes to non-overhead expenses? How much actually goes to the cause? So let's pick the pink and red disease. I gave them $1, and I want to cure this disease. There are many nonprofits out there who, very small amounts of your donations actually go to the cause. And, there are some statistics say that nationally, you might be looking at anywhere from 18 to 23 cents on the dollar actually goes to the cause. The rest of it goes towards salaries and buildings and marketing and advertising and yada, yada, yada. So, as a nonprofit, the Council on Aging, great thing, and I love to brag about who we are and what we do because I think we do really great things. 88 cents of every dollar that people give to this nonprofit goes right back into the community. So we are great stewards of your donations. And that's important because in a world that has so much need, we want to make sure that we're chipping away at that need every single day. So the Council on Aging is a nonprofit. We're not part of Pitt County. And really, what we are is we're an aging agency. So if you were to go to Food Lion or Harris Teeter, they are a grocery store. You could expect to go to that grocery store and get food. So when you come to an aging agency, you should be able to expect to get aging stuff, information, resources, referrals, activities, programs, anything that has anything to do with aging. So that's kind of what the Council on Aging is. It's an aging agency. Now we cover geographically Pitt County, hence Pitt County Council on Aging. But you'll notice, like when you call here, when we talk, we always say the COA or the Council on Aging. We kind of get rid of the Pitt County because it confuses people. And people wouldn't donate to us because we thought they were a governmental agency. So why would I give you money? And then they wouldn't volunteer because you don't volunteer for the government. So we've kind of eliminated that part of our name, and that's kind of who we are. Is we're the Council on Aging. We're an aging agency that is a nonprofit that heavily depends on donations. That's who we are. That's in essence of what we do. So, like I said, every week I want to come to you and share a little bit more about who we are and a little bit of the myths and all that kind of thing. And, one of the things that we do is we have 5 senior centers that are spread out all across Pitt County. And we use those centers as where we feed individuals and do programs and those kinds of things. So we're kind of have a presence in the community. And so we rely on social media like today of educating and sharing who we are because when I talked about what nonprofits do with their money, we could spend a lot of money on advertising and marketing and promoting, but that is money that really is going to go away from actually doing something, feeding someone, transporting someone, actual money that goes back into the community. So the word of mouth is really the power of sharing and reducing costs. So I mentioned earlier, so 88 cents of every dollar that is donated to the Council on Aging goes right back into the community. It doesn't go towards my salary. It doesn't go towards a fancy car. It doesn't go towards fancy furniture. We're debt free. We own our building. We own our land. We have no debt. Um, we have a very dedicated staff. We have 19 people. We have 4 part-time people, 4 full-time people, and the rest are part-time. So we're a very small, efficient, but very powerful aging agency. Remember back in the days, that you had those big boom boxes and huge stereo speakers, it would blast. See, today we have these little speakers that give out way more sound than back in the old day. That's kind of like who our staff is. They're very small, but very efficient, very effective, very powerful. So when someone says, well, who is or what is the Council on Aging? Oh, well, they're the aging agency that covers all of Pitt County, and they anything you need to know about aging, it's them. In fact, 5 years ago, the average person who used to call us and say, "Hello, I need help," was about 74 to 76 years old. Well, that makes sense. Duh, we're an aging agency. But here's the weird thing. Today, averages anywhere between 46 and 49 years old. Well, wait, why would they be calling you? Because it's their kids, it's their grandkids, it's their nieces, their nephews, um, getting information for the older adults. Since we can't reach a lot of older adults because they have computers or whatever the case may be, it's social media and it's the word of mouth that we're able to get to them. So we're actually serving more older adults today as a result of younger adults. So kudos to you. So that's what it is. So I want to leave you with a little bit of encouragement today that no matter what, no matter what the rest of the world is, if we're stay focused on who we are and who our community is, I'll tell you what, the rest of that stuff, we are sheltered. There's a hedge of protection around us. I'll tell you what, we're going to continue to do mighty and great things in our own community because of people like you, people like them, us working together. So thank you for always listening. Thank you for just being there and listening to me ramble because that's what I do. I ramble. That's my staff. I ramble. But um, have a wonderful weekend. Have a great day. This has been Rich, just plain old Rich, or Cher, or Madonna, just Rich. Have a wonderful day. Peace.